Good evening and a warm welcome. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Grihato Siddiqui and you're watching the explosive weekend debate. The number of tigers in India has increased by 6.74% according to the fifth cycle of India's tiger census, which was released by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi at an event in Karnataka's Mysuru, and this was to mark 50 years of Project Tiger today. The Prime Minister also released the government's vision for tiger conservation in the next 25 years and launched the International Big Cats Alliance that will be focusing on the protection and conservation of 7 major big cats of the world, with membership of the range of countries harboring these species. Prime Minister Modi also announced to the world on how, as things stand, India can boast of 75% of the world's tiger population. A historic feat, nonetheless, but something that wasn't bereft of political bickering and, sadly, a credit war, with the Congress now claiming as to how Prime Minister Narendra Modi is feeding off of Indira Gandhi's legacy by making it his own. Now, it is a well-known fact that Project Tiger was launched by Indira Gandhi government on April 1st in 1973 in a bid to promote conservation of the tiger. More importantly, the program came at a time when India's tiger population was rapidly dwindling. Now, according to reports, while there were 40,000 tigers in the country at the time of independence, they were soon reduced to below 2,000 by 1970 due to widespread hunting and poaching of the tiger. So there was a dire necessity to save the tiger, and the initiative has been continued by successive governments. Why then a nagging need to alienate Modi from the efforts? And if we ask that question, we must ask the other one too. Is it really politics in the name of the tiger that is being played by the BJP, as is being claimed by the Congress?
टाइगर को न सिर्फ बचाया है, बल्कि उसको फलने फूलने का एक बेहतरीन इकोसिस्टम दिया है.
I don't want to make politics of animals. I would say that we criticize the Prime Minister for lots of things, but we definitely have very good grounds to criticize his party in this state for what they have failed to do for the people of Karnataka.
अभी हाल में उनके युवा नेता ने कहा अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर मी आई एम मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, कुछ ऐसी बात की. तो जयराम जी जो उनके ट्यूटर है, उन्होंने वो एक बेवकूफ़ी के बात को और ख़राब कर दिया. कहता नो फॉर्चुनेटली या अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर यू आई एम ए मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट. तो ऐसी चीज़ों को आप सीरियसली मत लीजिए.
Let me open this debate with my guest joining me on the broadcast, Tuhin Sinha of the BJP, Karthi Karthika of the Congress, Abhishek Banerjee, a columnist, and Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, is with us on the broadcast. Karthi Karthika, I'll begin with you. It's a great day, 50 years of Project Tiger. Why involve yourself in the credit war? It's a legacy of Indira Gandhi regime that is now being carried forward by the current dispensation.
See, I want to emphasize once again that earlier there was no environmental act in India. And anything and everything to protect the environment or the wildlife was only done by Congress, especially by our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi ji, who introduced the Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. I can take an example of Project Tigers. When she launched this project, there were only 9 tiger reserves. But today, you find 53 tiger reserves. Completely.
Yeah.
9 to 47 tiger reserves till 2014 under the regime of our former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji. I emphasize again 9 to 47 is a large number. Now, if you see 47 to 53 is not a large number, I could definitely say that whatever Modi ji is trying to do, he's not concentrating on the conservation, he's not concentrating on the wildlife, but he's only trying to showcase. He's trying to showcase himself, with showbazi, or, trying to headline himself, saying that he has done everything.
Okay.
53 till today is only done. It is a result of Congress. And I can show you an example. If you can see this picture, you have actors of the recently Oscar-winning awards of Elephant Whispers.
Yeah.
These two actors,
we have those shots. We are putting it out also.
The,
yes, Kati. You can put the picture down. We have the shots. We'll play it out. Yes. Please make your point.
So these pictures, if you can see, you have Modi ji wearing two different dresses, one with the hat and one with the kurti. So he's trying to showcase himself. He's trying to portray. He's trying to advertise himself, but not groundly working on the wildlife or on the conservation. So this is an example where, he's taking the wildlife and trying to portray
Tuhin, please respond. Photo opportunity for the Prime Minister and feeding off of Indira Gandhi's legacy. That's a claim that Congress is making. Your response, Tuhin.
The Congress party is increasingly sounding like a troll in all in the national media, so I don't need to necessarily react to it. The point is the true hallmark of true vision leadership is that to work for the benefit of even those who can't pay you back. Unlike the Congress, which is always being fixated with politics, the results are there to show. In the last 8 years, the share of lions of the country has grown up by 29%, the share of leopards has grown up by 63%, and that of tigers has grown up by a good whopping 42%. Now, the Honorable Prime Minister's vision very clearly, has a twofold agenda to it. One is to increase, one is to preservation, increasing the population of wildlife, but at the same time, he has worked extensively against poaching of wildlife areas. In fact, today is a big day. The whole country is proud of it. We have launched the International Big Cats Alliance, where, globally there will be coordination for the conservation of 7 big cats across the world. So I think these are initiatives which the Congress should appreciate or should understand, because they involve the country. They should not be obsessed about what the Prime Minister is wearing or, how he's being photographed. But unfortunately, their focus is precisely that.
But that's the accusation that they are making, Tuhin, and I clearly want your answer to that Prime Minister goes ahead, makes a grand spectacle of every event. Agreed, it's a Golden Jubilee celebration of Project Tiger that was launched during the time of Indira Gandhi regime, and it was much needed, like I put out in my intro also, on how the tiger numbers from 20,000 came down to under 2,000. So it was a dire need that it was done to save the tiger. But making a grand spectacle, making it a photo opportunity, posing with Oscar Award winners, how does the BJP choose to respond to that?
Take great pride in the work that we have done. We don't need to underplay anything. We celebrate simple joys of life. And I think the figures today of the increase in tiger population, increase in bird population has brought joy to the countrymen. It's another thing that the Congress finds itself so disappointed that it cannot experience the joy of a better wildlife cover. Last year, the country established something which was unprecedented. Transcontinental translocation of the cheetah, and I think the results have been exemplary. So I think the Congress needs to grow up. It needs to take joys in the simple successes of life, which includes, the increase in wildlife figures which we are witnessing.
Okay, Tuhin, I'll come to you. I will come to you, Kati. I'll come to you. Let me bring in the other speakers also on the broadcast, and then we will go back to the cheetah angle and the Kuno National Park front also. Abhishek, what do you make of this entire controversy? Considering we are talking about 50 years of Project Tiger, we're talking about the thankful increase in tiger numbers and also the tiger reserves that have gone up to 53 in the country. India now boasts of 75% of the tiger population of the world. That's a great, great achievement. More needs to be done. But the politics that's been played out aside of it, what do you make of that?
Yeah, I think this is just a very positive story, and I have a feeling that the Congress is slowly beginning to, see things that are not there. And when has the Prime Minister said that he's taking credit for the whole of Project Tiger? And to give an example of things that are not there, I'll give one small example which I find very lighthearted, and I hope everyone takes it as lighthearted on the panel. Recently, as you might know, Rajiv, Rahul Gandhi gave an interview to a website called Curly Tales. I had never heard about Curly Tales. So I went to their website, and on Curly Tales website, they describe that there is one place in Jharkhand called Taimara Valley, where they say that the mobile phone stops working and the time jumps automatically 2 years into the future. And apparently there is some woman there who walks around in white clothes and accidents start happening. So that is an example of something that is not there. And that is why general suggestion to everyone on this panel, all parties, please stop seeing things that are simply not there. In this case, this story is one of those examples.
Okay. Ravi, what do you make about this political bickering that has happened in the name of the tiger? Do you think the politics is rightfully placed by the Congress, as they are claiming that it's all political brownie points that the Prime Minister is seeking by visiting a national park in Karnataka ahead of elections in Karnataka, and then, of course, feeding off of Congress's legacy?
Exactly. That is what it arrives at, Ms. Siddiqui, that it is less about the tiger, it is less about the number reaching to 3167. It is more about the optics. It is more about the showmanship. It is more about the, showing Karnataka that I am here every alternate day and I just want to show something. One day a metro rail, one day a highway, one day a project here and there, HAL, etc. Every third day I am available in Karnataka. You see my face because you have to vote for my face only. Because I don't do any work, I only do this kind of showmanship. The last time I recall when he was in a Jim Corbett Park, when more than 44 our brave soldiers lost their lives, and he did not know about that for 8 hours full. He was only enjoying that Bruce Gills, that photo op opportunity in the Jim Corbett Park. So what I want to say is that let's leave such things. Talk about something constructive. Talk about where India has progressed. I think these are not the parameters. There's a proper tiger population has gone up. It is good for everybody. But it started in 1973. Did in his submissions ever he said that Madam Indira Gandhi started this project, which I have carried forward, by which I have introduced some technical things over there for preservation of the tigers, and that as a result the population of the tigers has gone up in the country. You should have been magnanimous in accepting that who started
Tuhin,
this
do you
project.
agree? A slight bit of acknowledgement from where
only
this
I
project
did
really
this.
started would have probably nipped this controversy in the bud. And whenever it is about the Prime Minister visiting the wild, this entire controversy with Bear Grylls always comes up. How is the BJP choosing to respond to this? Because that photo opportunity angle is going to remain. But do you think that acknowledgement was missing from the Prime Minister's speech?
Is it our responsibility to give the opposition a refresher course of what has happened in the last 50 years? They need to know about it. We are essentially putting forth the data of the 9 years, which is what we are accountable for. So I think Ravi Srivastava is saying you don't talk about your
Why you name me?
I would like to.
Ravi, he's responding to the point that you are making. Just let him make the point. Tuhin,
we can talk about your concrete achievements 6 days of the week. When we talk about our concrete achievements, he doesn't hear it. On a Sunday, when we are giving him a nice break, he doesn't want that. So when we talk, if we have enough to show by way of in our achievements, whether it is development of the Northeast, massive infrastructure creation, but at least on a Sunday, I thought we would take some joy in experiencing the wildlife conservation, the success of the wildlife conservation mission in the last 9 years, which he doesn't seem to like at all. How is it going to help us?
Okay, I will let Kati come in on this. Kati, yes.
I would like to tell Sinhaji about, he's talking about the increase in the population of tigers. I would like to state that there are about 16 states where, they are tiger reserves. Out of the 16 states, only 7 states, only few states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan have got the increase in population of tigers. What about Uttar Pradesh? It is one of the biggest tiger reserve. And as you said, there is a double engine Sarkar also there. And where is the tiger increase there? Only some parts you show. What about it? Has to be a steady growth throughout. So I want this to be
but Kati,
answered by
we have
Tripathi.
had additional directors of forests who have gone on to claim that, the probably the increase in tiger number cannot be unanimous through the years. And that's unfair to actually give any kind of justification when it comes to that. We are talking about conservation, and there's a scientific theory to it, because if we look at what happened from Indira Gandhi's regime, the tiger numbers increased by about 1,200 from 73 to 2014. It increased by 900 in these 9 years of the BJP government. Do you think BJP government should be given the credit for that? Because obviously, in proportion,
What about the increase in tiger reserves?
Yeah, exactly.
What about the increase in tiger reserves?
You cannot actually pin the blame.
Tiger reserves to 47 until 2014 is a large number. So from 47 to 53 isn't a large number. So why does BJP have to take the credit about it?
No, but I really want to understand a simple question from you, Karti. Is it really about the numbers game, or is it about the importance of conserving the tiger, saving the tiger? I think that is what this entire project was started to speak. From 20,000, it got down to 2,000. The tiger numbers really dwindled, and that's why the need of the hour was to set this up. Indira Gandhi set it up. But are we really fighting about the numbers? How much of the reserves have increased? How many tigers have really come up in the country? Of course, the numbers say it all.
I'm just talking about Modi ji claiming that he has done it. It is the roots of Congress who has done it. And today's whatever result is there, it is because of the Indira Gandhi ji who has taken the Project Tiger launch.
Okay, Tuhin. All right, we'll let that point be. I will talk about what you were mentioning about the Kuno National Park. Another claim that's been made by the opposition is that why choose Bandipur? Because it is in Karnataka ahead of elections?
I don't think...
See, I'm just telling an example.
Let Tuhin answer it.
I think the tigers or the cheetah, vote in India. They don't have Aadhaar card or in voting ID. So I don't think you should... politics. There is no part of the country which the Honorable Prime Minister does not visit on a periodic and a regular basis. But yes, they remember about the election stage. The fact is, equally, if you look at the last 100 days, the Prime Minister has probably traveled to the Northeast where no election is going to take place. He has traveled to Uttar Pradesh. He has traveled to, other parts of the country. So I don't think you should link politics for it. And the Congress is sounding increasingly incoherent. I don't know what ma'am was trying to insinuate when she's saying that certain states have not reported an increase. Just like human population, the population of wildlife also depends on several environmental factors, which, at least I don't claim I understand because I'm not a wildlife expert. I don't know whether man is a wildlife expert or whether he has studied zoology in detail. I don't know how it takes the background. But at least I can't claim that I know exactly what are the factors leading to an increase in population in one area or the other. But let us not insinuate malafide motives to a good task. That is my limited point.
Okay. Ravi, I'd like to bring you in over here. Do you think the strategic choice of a tiger reserve in Bandipur really makes for any part of this discourse? Should it even have been, point of debate when we're talking about the increase in tiger numbers?
Bandipur has been there for last several decades, and it's a prominent forest in Karnataka state. But what I want to say is that the Prime Minister is a habitual showman. It's always, camera conscious. Even when nobody is there, there's camera before him reaches over there. He never talks about the inflation. Have you ever seen him making a statement that the why prices of the essential commodities and the items gone up by 2-3 times in last 8 years with an achievement for that? Why the country's illiteracy rate is still 74%? Why should he not talk about that? He never talks about those things. Unemployment, he never talks about those things. He never shows that in media comes that he is having discussion with the minister on this particular aspect. No, never. It is only either like a station master, he is showing some green flag to a Vande Bharat or cutting thread somewhere, some project which has never completed. All this kind of photo ops he is doing. So this is what people are sick of it now. And it has become excessive of the, exposure. That, today you pick up this, tomorrow you pick up a railway station, tomorrow, then third day you become a port. Just only showmanship, no positive result on the people. Nothing for the sufferings of the people. They are having problems with all law and order, unemployment, the inflation, the Adani scam. No, those things are completely covered up with this kind of photo ops. This is what is the objective. People should not talk about that. People should not ask about the JPC. People should not raise the questions on the
Ravi, you're digressing the debate. I asked you a simple question. I asked you a simple question that do you think the strategic choice of a tiger reserve that's located in Karnataka has anything to do with Prime Minister really connecting it with the elections impending in the state?
Of course, yes, because this is the state which is going to election in 30 days from now. So he has to make himself visible over here. That's deliberate. He could have counted the number somewhere else also.
Okay.
Any other forest also he could have done it. But he chose it purposefully, deliberately, just to show people that, look, I am with you. Because he becomes a beta of everywhere, wherever he goes in the world.
All right. Unfortunately, guys, I have to leave it at that. And thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. It's an important conversation and one that only leaves us with this one thought that the goal should be to have a viable and sustainable tiger population in tiger habitats and not about who really started the conservation movement and who is carrying it forward. I hope we will probably take out the good from what has happened today. We are celebrating 50 years of Project Tiger and we are the one country that can now boast of 75% of the world tiger population. And that's the silver lining. We're getting some breaking news now on the broadcast. Let's take a look at that. So getting some inside scoop from the BJP CEC meet, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and the BJP National General Secretary C.T. Ravi will be contesting from the seats that they contested from in 2018. And also we've been told B.S. Yadurappa's son, B.Y. Vijendra, will be contesting from Shikaripura. Important update that's coming out of the CAC meet. So the decision on the candidate list is going to come out. But right now we've got this important update that we are getting to know about the seats that Basavaraj Bommai, C.T. Ravi and B.Y. Vijendra are going to be contesting from. My colleague Arun Dhanta has got us all of that information. Arun, that's an important piece of news, something that we were all waiting for, considering the Congress had come out with two lists of their candidates, 142 in all so far. BJP had come out with none. Now we can expect the list very, very soon.
Well, that's right. Just few minutes ago, Prime Minister Modi has left the BJP headquarters. Remember, this was the Central Election Committee meeting of BJP. And in fact, after the conclusion of this meeting, Prime Minister Modi, J.P. Nadda, Amit Shah and General Secretary Organization B.L. Santosh were there sitting separately. And we are told that as of now, B.S. Yadurappa's son will be contesting, B.Y. Vijendran will be contesting from Shikaripura, which has been a seat of B.S. Yadurappa for the longest time. And of course, the current Chief Minister, Basavaraj Bommai, will be contesting from his seat, Shigao. And Chikmagaluru is something from which BJP National General Secretary will be contesting. And we are expecting that BJP perhaps will be declaring their first list of candidates tomorrow, in the morning in a press conference. And this will be the first list. BJP will not actually declare the entire list in one go. They will be declaring the first list of close to 150, 170 candidates.
Okay.
That's what we are told.
All right, Arun, thank you so much for that important piece of information. So the first list will be out in parts, like my colleague Arun Dhanta is telling us, and about 150 candidates of the BJP are going to be revealed in that. That's what's coming out of the CEC meet. More breaking news that's coming in on the broadcast, and this time it is to do with the Assam Chief Minister, Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, who has now gone on to claim that he is going to be filing a defamation suit against Rahul Gandhi. In a tweet that he's posted, it was posted by Rahul Gandhi on Adani matter, had Himanta Biswa Sarma written on the graphics, and the allegation against him was corruption. However, now the Assam Chief Minister will be taking the necessary action, will file a defamation case against Rahul Gandhi.
Minister goes back from Assam, will respond that tweet. And definitely there will be a defamation case in Guwahati. But not now. I don't want to talk about politics because we want to celebrate Bihu. So after 14 April, that will be there. And I am still waiting for the invitation from Kejriwal. Because I want to demystify that how 12 lakhs employment is possible, where sanctioned staff in Delhi government is only 1.5 lakhs.
Already one defamation suit that Rahul Gandhi is into. There is another one knocking onto his doors, and now Himanta Biswa Sarma is claiming that there is going to be a third defamation suit that he is going to be filing against Rahul Gandhi. That's all that I had on the broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for watching. This is CNN News 18.